Classical Fairy 2 here, Megan here, and we're back for another reading in the Pisces. But before we get into that, for those that are subscribed, stay subscribed and watch at least one piece of content from my channel. I hope you watch them all, one piece of content is okay. Thank y'all. For those that subscribe in the future, then go on events. If you want to know what I'll put on my channel, please check out my bio on my channel. I have my uploading schedule on there. I will have my online store link below, my podcast link below. And if you want more content from this girl, please like, share, comment if you haven't already, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you notified every single time I do an upload. Now let's get into this reading. Chapter 13, Your Star Sign Designations. Ideas for Pisces. A week scuba diving in the Red Sea, an eco-friendly beach holiday, visit an elephant sanctuary in Indonesia. Did you know that many cities and countries are ruled by a particular star sign? This is based on when a country was founded, although depending on their history, sometimes places have more than one star sign attributed to them. This can help you decide where to go on holiday, and it can also be why there are certain places where you feel at home straight away. As a Pisces, you often find it hard deciding where to go on holiday. If this is you, it's a good idea to organize a few short trips if you can't make up your mind, rather than go all in on a big trip away. Your changeable nature enjoys being in different surroundings. The sea is an undeniable pull for you because it's somewhere you can dream and let your imagination roam. Also, anywhere with beautiful scenery is a plus, and as this unlocks your artistic nature. You might choose to go and live on a boat on a sailing holiday or a barge trip on canals. Ideally, if you prefer to be away from large crowds and too much noise. Peace and tranquility are signature features for the ideal Pisces break. You need time away from all the busyness to tap into your inner soul and spirit. You don't usually like temperatures that are too hot or too cold. Nothing too extreme, but going somewhere you can switch off completely does appeal to you. You like going somewhere you can relax, try the local tipple and be indulgent, but you often prefer a deeper, more mystical experience. Countries ruled by Pisces include Portugal, North Africa, and Mediterranean. Cities that are ruled by Pisces is Dundrum, I don't know how to pronounce that, and Grimsby in the UK, Charles of the Israel of Rice, Seville and San Diego, Compostela in Spain, Christchurch in New Zealand, Jerusalem, Warsaw and Portland, Australia and Egypt. Chapter 14, Your Career and Vocation. Key concept: fertile and creative imagination, caring professions, follow your dream, lead from your heart and inspired ideas. As a Pisces, you are one of the most fertile and adaptable of all the star signs, and when it comes to your career, it's important not to limit your options. The more you are in touch with your dreams and able to bring them to life and make them real, the more successful you are likely to be. Think vocation rather than job or profession, and you're on the right track. What tends to be of utmost importance for you when it comes to your career is that you're invested emotionally in what you do. This is what will make the difference and be most satisfying and fulfilling for you in the long run. Many Pisces individuals are drawn towards careers where you can help and heal others. Professions where an emotional connection is paramount. You have a natural sensitivity and ability to emphasize, and you often develop a deep bond with your clients and your patients, the people you work with on a one-to-one basis. Also, you are usually willing to sacrifice yourself to help others. You emphasize compassion and kindness, call you to save lost souls. To be there for people or animals who are weak and vulnerable. Some of you spend your whole life on a mission. To heal the sick, to tend the wounded, and you are a natural at counseling, listening, and finding new ways to solve problems. If you're a typical Pisces, you have a fertile and creative imagination, and this leads you to excel in many different professions. You are at your best when you can work with your ideas. If a boss wants to get the best out of you, they need to give you creative license to follow where your imagination takes you. All the water signs are said to be mute because your intentional response is through your feelings. Add to this the fact that your co-ruler Neptune rules images, and the visual world is where you're most at home. Photography, filmmaking, art, and design, all the creative industries. This is where you find many Pisces individuals making their mark. Acting too tends to be a popular choice, but for another reason. This is where you get to put on a character and step into a different role. This highlights the side of your Pisces nature that's chameleon This highlights the side of your Pisces nature that's chameleon-like. You are rarely rigid or fixed about anything. Instead, you are constantly shifting your attitude, changing your thoughts, and influenced by your fluctuating moods. This is why fantasy appeals to you, because it's fictional and you can make it up as you go along. In a fantasy world, you can be whoever you want to be. To take this into account, and it's not surprising that you rarely fit happily in a 9-to-5 role or a work routine that's too inflexible or uniform. If you do work in a regular job, then it's imperative that you have an interest outside of your work that allows you to indulge your love of fantasy and express your artistic nature. The archetypical Pisces has no shortage of ideas or dreams you want to fulfill. The challenge comes for you, however, in choosing what to do and focusing on it wholeheartedly. If you don't apply yourself or home in on one project at a time, you can lose focus. You're easily distracted, and without a specific target or a goal, you can drift along aimlessly. Seek out what awakens you in life and commit yourself to it. In other words, do what you love. As a Pisces, you are tuned into the zestiest. Your vivid imagination can take you soaring into space, keen to further scientific knowledge, or take you deep down into the collective, unconspicuous, and retrieve what's been forgotten, so you can use it in your art to inspire others. Time on your own can help to unlock your dreams, and being away from noise or negativity is wise too. You tend to be sensitive to criticism and advised to competitive people. Instead, seek out collaborative ventures that feed your soul and stay true to your romantic yearning nature. Be a dancer like Neve, which her birthday is March the 17th, or Najinsky, March the 12th. Be a poet or fantasy writer like Elizabeth Barnett Browning, March the 6th. Which I wonder if she's related to me because that's my last name, but who knows? Or Dr. Seuss, March the 2nd. Of course, we all know that birthday. But most importantly, be true to you. If you're seeking inspiration for a new job, take a look at the list below, which reveals the traditional careers that come under the Pisces archetype. Traditional Pisces careers: marine biologist, deep sea diver, sailor, composer, poet/artist, brewer, oil industry employee, pharmaceutical worker, clairvoyant/psychic, art/music therapist, photographer, nurse, actor/film industry composite, mental health worker, priest, charity worker, animal rescue helper, swimming instructor, and meditation teacher. Chapter 15. Your money and prosperity. Key concepts. A belief that life will provide for you non-materialistic wealth and ideas. Expert financial advice. Avoid scams and sob stories. You have a complicated attitude towards money because if you're a typical Pisces, you are not at all materialistic or bothered about possessions. You understand that there's more to life than material goals, and life's riches are rarely to be found in luxury items or status symbols. Also, there's an aspect to Pisces and your role as last sign of the zodiac that is about letting go and releasing what you have to find spiritual fulfillment. Also, Pisces' inherited values in life often lean towards social responsibility and sharing out ethically the world's resources. The archetypical Pisces also has a strong faith and belief that life will provide for you, and you're often trusting in your approach to money and prosperity. Some Pisces individuals take this one step further and give up everything to follow a religious path or surrender entirely to wherever life leads. This is all well and good, but at the same time, this perspective on life won't necessarily feed you or keep a roof over your head. Therefore, to live in the real world, it's helpful if you learn to balance your trusting, giving ways with a more practical approach towards money and finances. If you already know that the world's budgeting and balancing the books bring you out in a cold sweat, turn to other people for financial experience and advice. Financial experience and advice. At the very least, learn to open your bills as soon as they come through the letterbox, instead of turning into the metaphorical ostrich and burying your head in the sand. The classical Pisces finds accounting annoying, but where you do excel when it comes to money and prosperity is using your Pisces credentials to be successful. Know your strengths and put them to good use in the world. Take Steve Jobs, February 24th, for example, co-founder of Apple Inc., who was a visionary and a creative genius. He entitled his unique skills and in the process became a billionaire. As a Pisces, you have a myriad of ideas that you can use to influence other people to solve problems, to take what's already known or fixed in the world and deliver it in such a way that it comes across as new, innovative, or inspirational. For you, money and wealth is often a byproduct of being successful. Where you have to be careful when it comes to money is your trusting nature. You are vulnerable to sob stories, and you are a soft touch because you don't like to hear about other people's pain or troubles without wanting to help them. If anyone's going to be seduced or scammed or be talked out of their money, it's you. That's not to say you're going to fall for the next internet scam, but you do need to consider how far you take your natural instinct to help and care for others. If a friend or family member is in need, be there for them on an emotional level, but think twice before you help out financially. In fact, this is a wise approach for you in general when it comes to money. Be clear about why you're investing in someone or something. Use your natural instincts to avoid the lost causes and steer yourself towards worthy causes and prosperous investments. Engage your brain and not just your emotional response. And that's honestly what a Virgo does. They think and make sure if it's going to be a good idea or not. Sometimes they get backfired and it ends up not being a good idea. But most of the time it is, because they take time and think of all the little details about it. That is the end of the reading for today. Kelly, again, I hope you enjoy my readings of this book, and I hope it helps you understand the way you react to things and why you do things you do to them. And my Virgo book has helped me learn myself a lot. For those that are subscribed, stay subscribed and watch at least one piece of content on my channel. I hope y'all small, but one piece of content is okay. Thank y'all. For those that subscribe in the future, thank you in advance. If you want to know what I'll put on my channel, please check out my bio on my channel. I have my uploading schedule on there. I will link down below my online store with all the merch that I have created. If you want to check that out, I will have my my podcast link down below if you want to check that out. If you want more content from this girl, please like, share, comment. If you haven't already subscribed, hit the notification bell so you're notified every single time I do an upload. Rascal Pay 2, Brandon, Simmer, bringing out. Peace out.